everyone. We have been advertising this for weeks and weeks and weeks. We've been working on it for months and months and months, and we have been practicing and fine-tuning it for years and years and years and years. What you'll be taught tonight is the basis, what all of us, everyone here at Tackle Trading as coaches, has trained, developed, refined. We call it swing training. We all have a background on it. Noah has been doing this, who will be presenting tonight, for 15 years or so. I'll let him share that. Noah is one of the best presenters that I've ever seen in any industry ever. This is going to be absolutely a treat tonight. We're really excited. Matt will pop on. Gino's here. Tim's here. All of the founders of Tackle Trading are here. We're excited. Be sure to set your chat to all panelists and all attendees. It defaults to all panelists, so let's put it to all panelists and all attendees so everyone can see your chat. Let's have a good discussion. If you have a question during the midst of it, you can always send us a message, and there's plenty of coaches here that can help answer any questions you might have as Noah's presenting. But I'm really excited. Noah, are you ready?
I am ready. Can you hear me?
All of these hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of fine people did not show up to hear me speak. They heard you speak, so I'm going to disappear to the background. Have a great show, Noah.
Well, I'm excited to be here. Welcome, welcome, everybody. You should be seeing the STEP system screen on your right about now. Do you guys see that okay? Fantastic. You guys, I am so freaking excited here. We are going to have a great time tonight. Before we get started, as always, we got a quick disclaimer for you. Again, we all know that trading and investing has risk, and we understand that. See, we accept the risk, we embrace the risk because we know that there's the reward, and that's why we're doing this. And so just to make sure we all understand, this is a game for grown-ups, and again, we're here to learn to take action, take appropriate calculated risks so that we can reap those rewards. Now, let me introduce myself to you. I know a lot of you know me, by the way, and a lot of you who don't know me yet. And I'm assuming we've got a bunch of people here who are already members of Tackle Trading and a lot of people who are brand new to Tackle Trading. And just real quickly here, I want to find out where you are all from. So everybody type in the chat where you are tuning in from, because I know we've got people from all over the U.S., all over North America. We got folks here from Mexico City. We got folks here from Europe. We've got folks here from Holiday. Apparently one of my neighbors is here from Holiday, Utah, where I'm at. So, hey, absolutely fantastic. Excited to have everybody here. That is awesome. Okay, well, let me again introduce myself. My name is Noah Davidson. I have been trading and investing for just shy of 20 years. Next year's 20 years. And I have taught tens of thousands of people how to trade over the years. And I'm really excited to have you here tonight because we've got a ton of great information to share with you. Real quickly about me, again, I'm one of the co-founders of Tackle Trading. I am in charge of some of the fun products we get to release to you, like this one here. And I am an entrepreneur by nature. I have been a trader investor, again, like I've said, for near 20 years. And I've written several trading systems. And I've been a trading coach, and I've literally had tens of thousands of people go through my classroom. And I have personally coached and mentored over 1,000 people. And again, I've been at this for a long, long, long time now. Now, as your coach, I'm excited to introduce you to the STEP system. And you've heard a lot of the buzz, and we've been talking about it for weeks now. And quick introduction to what the STEP system is, and then we're going to dive right into it. The STEP system is a trading system that we can use for swing trading. We can use for position trading. We can even use it for day trading. We can use it for longer term investing. And the STEP system, STEP is an acronym that stands for stop loss. We're going to use stop losses on our trading and investing, just like the pros do. We're going to use targets, proper profit targets, that'll really improve our odds of probability of making money here. And we're going to learn how to take action, when to pull the trigger on the trades, when to get into the trades, and using proper entry techniques. And most importantly, we need to make sure that this works for us all personally. We're going to be position sizing properly. Now, again, I've been teaching people for a long time now. And one of the things that I have learned is that people learn best through stories. Would you guys all agree to that? We learn best through stories, okay? And there are many, many stories that we learn from. And there are many, many stories that are archetypal stories, that are these prime stories off of which we base a lot of our society, our morals, our ethics. And there's a classic archetypal story of the dragon that guards the gold, just like the Hobbit. There is this dragon, this fire-breathing, scary, scaly dragon that is the dragon of chaos that hoards and protects the gold, just like Smaug. But Smaug is just an archetype. This story is so deep, it resonates with us. And so we're going to be telling a story tonight about you, the heroine, the hero, that is going to be taking on the challenge to slay the dragon so that you can get the gold. That is gold. Okay, you want to hear that right here in the microphone. Let me drop that in the microphone right there. Nice. We got the gold, right? Okay. Gold. It's all about the gold. Now, this archetypal story is so old. It is so old. We have been telling the story in one form or another to ourselves since the dawn of time. The dragon of chaos, the serpent. This is what the evolutionary biologists tell us stems from our deepest rooted fears. You see, our ancestors, many years ago, the Ouroboros, exactly, Dan, the serpent is the one who frustrates the plan, that brings the chaos into the system, the corruption that's inherent in the world. And this dragon of chaos has been taught about in every culture, in all of our mythology, in all of our scripture, in all of our parables. And I'm just going to give you a few examples of this. You'll be able to see it for yourself here. They taught about it in Mesoamerica. We know that the Egyptians were talking about the serpents and the dragon of chaos, the death and the rebirth. Adam and Eve, the story of the Garden of Eden, the fall from grace and the serpent. We've got Jason and the Argonauts and Hercules and these types of stories where they slay the multi-headed dragon, the Hydra, where you cut one head off and another problem appears and so on and so forth. This dragon of chaos is representative in destruction, chaos, and rebirth. And when it comes to trading and investing, you guys will get this. It is life. The dragon protects the gold. It's hard to get to. And if we want to get that gold, we have to slay the dragon. And the market chaos is one of the dragons. The market price action. How many of you, by the way, you've been trading for a while, you're new to trading, have figured out that predicting the market direction sometimes is hard? We get it right a lot of times, but we get it wrong often enough that the dragon of chaos comes in. We have to worry about volatility. We have to worry about the unknown. But there's another dragon. You see, there's demons outside of us, and there's demons inside of us. And you know this. We have internal chaos, analysis paralysis, fear and indecision, and uncertainty. Now, in order for us to get the gold, to reach the goals, we must step up and face that dragon, both the external dragons in the market and the internal dragons that the demons in inside ourselves, in our own psyche. And I want to talk for a minute about some of the dragons of chaos of the market. And the market dragons, I mean, think if you've been trading for a while now, you get it, you understand it. There's randomness. There's volatility in the market. Just this week alone has been exciting, hasn't it? You know, earlier this week, I was absolutely crushing it on the bear side, and the market reversed quickly, and I was a little slow to react because I was working on the STEP system. And even a seasoned pro like myself always has to worry about the randomness of the market. Price actions, anomalies, riding the light, and unexpected volatility. And I got a Chinese dragon here on purpose, by the way, because we got trade wars. We got things that we can't control. We've got tweets. Thank you for anticipating my mindset, Adam. And retweets to top it all off. unhinged tweets that drive the market crazy. And then there's the unknown unknown. There's always something out there. Like this week, for example, name some stocks that surprised the heck out of you, that just moved like crazy one way or the other. Throw them out. I got Facebook. Well, that was an awesome hit, right? Facebook. What else? Tesla, Google, Roku, Amazon. Go on. Yeah, Bitcoin. All of the above. Disney, they're getting ready to rock, okay? So the market chaos, we're going to slay that dragon. Okay, now, if any of you have been hanging around me for a long time, you know I love to talk about prospect theory. Prospect theory is an award-winning Nobel Prize economic theory. It's a behavioral economic theory that was set forth and presented by Daniel Kahneman and Amos Tversky. And they did this back in the 70s, and they published their prospect theory, and they changed the face of economics. See, one of the problems with all the economists out there is they operate on a false assumption. They operate on an assumption that homo economicus is a thing, that people are rational, that people always act and behave in their own best interest. But we know that's not true. We know that the people act and behave irrationally, that the markets can be highly irrational. And prospect theory teaches us really interesting lessons. Now, choosing between profits and losses, risk and reward, when it comes down to it, the decision-making process, trading occurs in your head. And it's really important you understand it. Prospect theory teaches us that we have a different psychological value for the money we make trading versus the money we lose trading. And I could make you guys a simple example. If I offered you a bet where you risked $100 right now and you had a 50-50 shot, you either made $100 or you lost $100, how many of you are thinking that's a good odds, that's a gamble you want to take? Some people will say yes. Most people will be like, nah, even odds, no thanks. Okay. Now, what if I were to say we already placed the bet and you lost? You're down $100 or $200. You're feeling a little bit of loss already, right? And I offer you the chance, double or nothing. How many of you take that? Some people do. In fact, no, people say they don't, but you know what's really funny? Daniel Kahneman and Amos Tversky proved that they do. People become degenerate gamblers. They do. And you'll admit it to yourself. How many of you have gotten close to hitting your stop loss and canceled it? Or been down a little bit in trade and just sat and hoped it would come back? See, you're gambling. You're not controlling the odds. And we have a different psychological value. We have loss aversion deeply rooted in us. We don't like losing. We don't like losing things. We are emotionally tied to them. When we are winning, there's a diminishing sensitivity to returns. How many of you have been profitable and then forgotten to take the profit? Let a winner turn into a loser. Not gotten that excited over a win because you're like, oh, well, $500 is good. $1,000 would be better, right? We all do it. That's why we are talking about the internal dragon of chaos. Your internal dragon of chaos is your own psychological wiring. On average, people are wired backwards. Now, if you can trade like a robot, you're awesome, Ilka. Today, you traded like a robot. But Ilka, I know you. You've been hanging around us for a long time now. And we're all our own worst enemies at time, aren't we? Isn't that true? That's why we're here, isn't it? Yeah, absolutely. It's why we're here. Okay. So we understand this story. Now, as we cast ourselves as the hero, as the trading heroes, you have to understand that this archetypal story, there's a journey of the hero that you are going through right now, or if you're new to this, you're going to be going through, or if you've been through this, you've been through, okay? And the story starts out here with the known world where we have order and we understand it, and the unknown world full of chaos. And every time we place a trade, we're entering that unknown world of chaos. Well, our everyday world, we start here, but then we get that call to adventure. Now, I know a lot of you have already answered this call. You're already trading. You're already investing. You're already trying to take control and create your future. See, the future doesn't exist. It only is the outcome of what you do today, okay? This is Joseph Campbell. Exactly. He is the great story distiller. He distills these great stories down into the archetypal story. And the threshold we hit is that first bit of resistance. Maybe it's the decision to start to do this or to start to go live with real money. Or it's that realization that this takes time, it takes effort, it takes money to learn how to do. You hit that first threshold of resistance. Some people don't take the challenge and they just go back to their existing life and they don't do anything. Other people take the challenge and then they get to the road of trials. They get challenges, they get temptations, they struggle, they fall, they fail. They hit this nadir, the great abyss, the lowest low, the rock bottom, which leads to their transformation, where through a revelation they get a rebirth. And then you get the apotheosis. Apotheosis is where you become and you transform, like the phoenix rises from the ashes. You become godlike in your understanding, and then you get the returns. You get the return to glory, the return to the homeland, the return to your trading account. You get those returns, right? And the return is what we're after. So this is the journey, and where you are right now doesn't matter. It's where you're going to be, isn't it? This is deep. Now, the reason I'm going this deep is because it resonates with us. You didn't know when you were becoming a trader that you were going to go deep into the realms of your own psychology. And if you're at that stage of transformation, whether you're just getting started, you're thinking about starting, or you're just turning the corner where you're starting to see profits, or you're the theta maker and the dragon slayer, this is your life story because it's my life story. It's our life story. That's why this resonates. See, one of the problems with learning how to trade is the devil's in the detail. See, that dragon's full of snakes and chaos. And if you lack discipline, if you lack system and rules, if you lack a plan, if you lack clarity, if you have doubt, if you have fear and uncertainty, are you going to make money? No. Okay. So we need to, again, overcome and slay those demons, both internal and external. We have to get those. Now, the hero on his journey almost always has to discover the secret knowledge, the hidden knowledge, the ancient knowledge, the wisdom, the future knowledge. There's always some sort of secret knowledge that the hero must get. Is this true? Okay. And we can have trust in the things, the knowledge, the further truth and light that we are seeking. Absolutely. Self-realization. And I'll tell you guys what, it is always worthwhile to invest in your education. I am an absolute junkie when it comes to education. If I have one problem, it's that I digest too much information. I'm constantly consuming information. And we get that occult knowledge and we create that new world for ourselves, don't we? And we can trust in the process. Now, the hero almost always has a supporting cast, doesn't he? This picture is killing a bunch of you guys right now, right? My favorite is Tim. Tim is the best looking of the bunch there. You know your coaches, okay? Team Tackle. We are here to help you. We are the fellowships of the traders. We are the knights of the round table. We are your supporting cast. Your coaches, we are your community. You are your community. Content, collaboration, culture. You see, our culture is what makes us, is it not? We are the culmination of the people we hang out with. So if you want to make more money, that means you need new friends. Tim looks fantastic. It's the best haircut ever. We're like a boy band in chainmail. So there you go. Okay. Now, this is an old religious icon of St. George slaying the dragon so that he can get the princess and the gold. And when we learn to make decisions in the face of fear, that's when you become a real successful trader. How many of you agree with this? Deciding to get out of your trade is a tough decision. Deciding to take profits is a tough decision. I love this photo because when you slay that dragon and you learn to make decisions in the face of fear and uncertainty, that's when you start to see real changes. So you learn to take action, okay? You learn to cut your losses short. You learn to lock in gains and protect them. You learn to automate the process. You got the methods, the right risk reward scenarios, order types. Gino Sir trades a lot, position size, the right system. Okay. And that's what we're here to offer you tonight, is the right system. And if you're going to go after that dragon and you're going to try to slay that dragon and get the gold and reach the goals, before you even think about trying to vanquish that dragon to get the gold, you know you need a sword and a shield, right? You need a sword so you can go in and inflict that damage, take that money out of the market, but you need a shield to protect yourselves. And that's what we pulled together for you now. And almost always in these archetypal stories, there's some sort of saving angel. You can use an axe if you want to, Jonathan, whatever you want. I'm a 9th level mage, in case you didn't know. You can use magic, okay? Now, the step system is what we're going to use to impose order on the chaos, on the external chaos of the market and the internal chaos inside of us, okay? We're going to use proper stop losses like pros do. That's what the step system is going to teach you. We're going to use proper targeting techniques. They're going to help you improve the odds of taking profits, locking in those gains. We're going to learn to pull the trigger when we get the opportunities presented for us. We need the right price criteria. And when the price is right, we get the criteria and the confirmation we need, we pull the trigger, we get into the trades. Because if you don't take action, you won't make any money. And we need to properly position size. This is one of the secrets that traders will always talk about, is being the key to their success, is finally learning how to position size. So we're going to have a sword and a shield. Now that sword, a lot of you already are familiar with. It's the tackle trading scouting reports. Okay. Can I get a shout out for the tackle trading scouting reports? Now, if you're not a member of tackle trading yet, you're going to want this. We're bird dogging stuff, right? Okay. Every week we prepare you for battle by giving you the map. The newsletter comes out every week. You read that newsletter and you are prepped with your understanding of the market for that week. It gets you prepped up to take advantage of the commodities report trades if you're a commodities trader. It gets you ready for the Forex report if you're a Forex trader. If you're new to this, you're going to love the stock report. And everybody's favorite, the options report. Now, boom, that is your sword. That is your money-making vehicle. But even when you have the scouting reports, how many of you have still struggled to pull the money out of the market? I know it struggles. It's always a struggle for me too. It's a challenge all the time. Okay. And how many of you let the chaos of either the market or your own indecisions get to you at times? Okay. Part of that learning process, part of that journey and coming around to getting the returns is learning to protect yourself. The step system is your shield. Okay. That step system is your shield. It is what we're going to use to help us, protect ourselves from the fiery breath of the dragon of trading chaos. It's going to protect us. It's going to protect our capital. It's going to protect our gains. We're going to procure and protect those gains. We're going to secure our gains. It's going to help us to pull the trigger when we're scared. And it's going to help us to, again, keep us from getting mortally wounded. So absolutely, we're going to be doing that together. Now, I know we've got all kinds of traders in this room. Some of you are brand new and haven't placed a trade yet. Some of you are seasoned veterans and you've been at this for a long time. What kind of trader are you? Are you a day trader? Are you a swing trader? Are you a position trader? Are you a investor? Are you a paper trader? Well, a paper trader's got to become a real trader at some point in time. So we got day traders here. We got multi-dimensional traders. Swing day position. We've got a little bit of everybody. Now, if you're brand spanking new, you might not know which kind of trader you are yet. And you can be multi-dimensional, multifaceted. But let's talk about the definition. See, one of the first things we learn as traders is we learn to trade with the trend, right? We learn to trade with the trend. And that's the basic trend pattern. And a swing trader is going to learn to trade between the pivot points. These pivot points are what define the trends. The swing highs and the swing lows, the swing high, the swing price low. And a day trader can take this same chart and this same pattern and trade that in a nutshell. Sorry, Steve, you just got me in a nutshell, driving me nuts. In a nutshell, the day trader can do this same stuff on an intraday chart, okay? The day trader can sit and take this pattern and make money like Slawick does, you know, one of your coaches there, that can sit there and slay the dragon day in and day out. Not every day is a great day, but you get more wins than you do. An interdimensional trader, I love it. Aliens are just another form of serpents, I think. I'm not sure about that. Okay. I love this, by the way. The comments are killing me. Okay. Now, if you're a swing trader, you're trying to capture the money from pivot to pivot. And if you're a position trader, you're trying to go for the whole cycle. And if you're an investor, you're going for the longer term stuff. Okay. Now, we have to start with order if we want to impose order on the market. And I want to talk to you about your portfolios for a minute. Now, we have cash flow as one of our core strategies. We have growth and we have speculation. This is that same dragon of chaos right there. We're going to impose some order on that cycle. And I would say there's all kinds of trading. Day trading, swing trading, position trading. It's all trading. If you're buying and selling, Adam, it's all trading. It's the only difference between a day trader and an investor is their time frame. The only difference between a day trader and a position trader and a swing trader is day traders a little bit more hyperactive with more caffeine in their system usually, but they're making decisions quickly. Now, cash flow, growth, and speculation. We focus on the theta strategies in our portfolio. A third of our portfolios, at least, we want to dedicate to covered calls, naked puts, bull put credit spreads, bear call spreads, iron condors, calendar spreads, diagonal spreads, butterflies. You got the whole list, right? For your long-term retirement stuff, you want to do longer-term investing. You want long stock. You want value investing. You want the can slim method where you learn how to pick fundamentally strong stocks that have big long-term growth potential. You want to invest in precious metals. You want to get the gold, right? We're here for this strategy, for the speculation. This is the high yield stuff. The delta strategies, short periods of times, high yields. Got to feed that greed monster, right? We want to dedicate a part of our portfolio for the S.T.E.P system where we use long stock and long calls, where we use short stock and long puts, and where we do things like bear put spreads and bull call spreads. Okay? So we are always after one of these strategies. Now, we're going to always keep our cash flow strategies running. We'll keep our longer term growth in the retirement accounts, but you need to learn how to speculate because cash flow strategies, they're base hits. They are, you know, singles and doubles at best. But the swing trade, the speculative trade, that's where you get the doubles, triples, and home runs. And you can get those grand slams occasionally where you just nail it out of the park. Like I bet a handful of you this week made some really good trades. You caught some of that momentum. And I've watched a few of you on Twitter talking about that, which is kind of awesome. Absolutely. Oh, yeah. Okay. Now, before we go any further, I need to give you a warning. As you build that portfolio, that is the foundation to help you determine your position sizing, right? Okay. You got to get that position sizing right. It's entirely based off of your portfolio. One of the most important skills you can learn as you develop as a professional trader is position sizing. You start from your portfolio and you have to start from the point where what if everything went wrong? What if you were to take a maximum loss on your trade? What if all those trades went bad at once? How many of you, by admission, I'll be your priest here, I'll take your confession, have misappropriately position sized? If you have, go ahead and say I'm a sinner. Yep, me too. Okay. All right. Okay. Position sizing is important. And the S.T.E.P system is going to help you get that discipline down. Going to give you the 3 simple steps. So I'm going to walk you through those steps. And this is the high level overview, getting into more detail in the S.T.E.P system. But you start out with your account capital, your total account. Okay. And you break down your allocation. Maybe you put half your money into credit spreads. Maybe you put some of your money into speculation. Maybe you do a third. You take whatever capital you allocate as part of your portfolio design, and you predetermine how much capital you're going to allocate to the system, to the strategy. Then you determine your maximum loss per position, again, based off of the account value. And then you take the maximum account allocation, you divide it by the maximum risk, and that will determine the maximum number of trades you can place. Okay? How many of you have done this, by the way? How many of you have started from the portfolio overview? If you've had a mentor, you probably have. If you haven't, you need one. You need to stay in the culture so you learn this. Okay. Now, you get in there and you have to answer this question. Does the trade match the rules you just laid out? If it doesn't match the rules, you discard the trade, right? Because you need to be disciplined in your approach. But if it does match your rules, then you pull the trigger. Okay. When everything looks right, pull the trigger. Okay. Now, we only are going to do that when the reward to risk ratio makes sense. And when it comes to swing trading, it's all about that reward to risk ratio. We want to have favorable reward to risk ratios, take advantage of the asymmetries in the market where we have high probability of outcome, where we're trading with the trend, and we can have a small potential risk in exchange for a sizable return. And a lot of it comes down to the probability of profit, that POP, probability of profit, and the reward to risk ratio that determines whether or not we have a good trade. So as we look at our trades, we talk about the low probability trades, things where you have less than a 50% probability of winning. And you'll see trades where you have low reward and high risk, and we don't want that. We don't want any of the low reward, high risk trades. It's foolish, especially when you have low probability. Occasionally you'll come across trades where you have high reward and low risk, but you're trading against the trend of probabilities are low. And it's okay to take those from time to time, but most of the time we'd rather have one of these other situations. High probability of profit, where we can have a small reward and even larger risk, where we have like 80% probability of winning, like we do with our credit spreads, with our cash flow trades, with our iron condor strategies, which, by the way, when you join Tackle, you get all those systems as well. Okay. Now, when you go for this situation over here, we have a higher probability, higher than 50% probability of winning. You have a high reward and low risk. That's what we're after with the STEP system. High reward, low risk. Okay. High probability of profit. We want numero cuatro. All right. We got that. Now, whether you're right brain or left brain, this, ladies and gentlemen, right here, the two hemispheres of your brain, your multiple personalities that you have, are one of the reasons that trading is hard to learn, because you're always dealing with things like analysis paralysis, uncertainty. You're always dealing with overthinking it. Okay. Who are my right brain people? Tell me if you're right brain or left brain. If you know, okay. Whether you're right brain or your left brain, you can trade successfully. Okay. And one of the reasons you can trade successfully is because deeply rooted in your DNA, deeply, deeply rooted in your DNA is pattern recognition. You guys want to know why you are so good at spotting patterns? Survival. You see, the evolutionary biologists teach us that our primal ancestors developed vision, highly acute vision, where they could see patterns so that they could recognize predators. And you want to know what was the number one predator of primates? The number one natural fear we're born with? Snakes. The serpent of chaos. Now, do you want to know why you can see colors? Low-hanging fruit. So you can eat the fruit and avoid the predators. It's all about survival. Now, I'm going to prove to you right now that you are a very good pattern recognizer. Let me know when you see the pattern. What do you guys see? A pile of leaves? You see the snake. See, you're really good at seeing patterns. Other animals can't see that. Tell me when you see the pattern. You're good at it. That's not a caterpillar. That's a snake. And tell me when you see the pattern. You can even spot a snake when it's just a tiny spot of a part of a snake. Okay, you're good at patterns. Okay, now recognize the patterns. Triangle, circle, triangle, circle, triangle. What comes next? You guys know this. Okay. Star, star, arrow, star, star, arrow. You guys get the picture, right? You see it. STEP system is going to help you guys master your pattern recognition. It's going to be a review on all your technical analysis. Learn to spot the high probability patterns, the same patterns we use in the scouting reports, those high and low base breakouts and breakdowns, ascending and descending triangles, bull flags, bull pennants, bear pennants, symmetrical triangles, bull flags, bear flags, the megaphone patterns, the cup and handle patterns, inverted cups and handle patterns, all the trend continuation patterns, candle patterns, you name it, okay? You're also going to learn to spot the reversal patterns, the channeling tops and bottoms, double tops, triple tops, heads and shoulders, bullish and bearish, M's for murder, W's winner, winner, chicken dinner, the reversal patterns at the bottom, the 1, 2, 3 pattern, the kiss hello, the kiss goodbye, all the patterns. So you're going to learn to spot those. And you already know this. I bet you some of you can finish this out for me. We're always going to trade with what? The trend. Okay, the trend is your friend. You see, there's a price cycle to the markets that's pretty easy to spot once you learn the patterns. That price cycle in an uptrend goes a little like this. Stocks go down, they go on sale, they get cheap, they get oversold, they become accumulated, people buy it. It starts to run up, it goes through a markup phase, prices get a little too high. The people who already bought, they're looking to sell, they're taking profits, prices come down, okay? It gets oversold a little bit. We see it come into an accumulation zone. There's an opportunity here. You buy, prices start to get marked up, starts to go up. It gets to the point where it gets overbought. You get the cycle, right? Runs up, runs down, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. Well, sounds easy. Buy low, sell high, right? That's all you got to do. Well, you guys, we got to trade with that trend. The trend is your friend, but as you all know, that trend, it's like riding a dragon. Okay? And we have to learn how to slay the dragon. There he is. Oh yeah, you were waiting for it. Okay? This is awesome. That's how the pattern works. Higher highs and higher lows. You buy the breakout as soon as you see it break above resistance. You catch the breakout. What do you do when it breaks above resistance? I know some of you know this. You buy. So you buy when you see that breakout. Okay. You take profits when you hit your target. When you get a pullback into a consolidation zone, what do you do when you see a bounce off of support? You buy. You take action. You get paid. Okay. Sometimes we're right. Sometimes we're wrong. We get stopped out, but that's okay. It's mindfulness and meditation. Exactly what it is, Addie. You buy the dips. You sell the rips. You use the patterns, the recognition, the trend, the signals, the scouting reports to help you do all that, where we help you plan the entry, exit, target, stops, position. It's a position sizing is always up to you, but you trade the trend. Keep it simple. Okay. So we know what that looks like. And the simplest pattern you need to learn is the core 1, 2, 3 uptrend pattern. Okay. This is the pattern. A lot of you already know it, but for some of you, you're brand new. This is a huge aha moment for you. When you have a stock that's chopping sideways and it hits resistance and hits support, what do you do when it breaks resistance? You buy. You buy when it breaks to a new high because you can get paid. Okay. And if you take action, you get the reward. What do you do at step 2? What do you do here at stage 2? Take a profit, adjust, scale out. Exactly. Okay. And what do you do here at opportunity number 3? You see it on the chart, you see the pattern, you know it's time to buy when you get the confirmation. So when you buy here, you might profit, you might get stopped out, but it all comes down to a favorable reward to risk ratio, okay? And I've got a couple examples from the past, and if you hang tight with us, I'm going to get you to where we're going to do a live trade at the end. And I'm going to show you guys how we do it, okay? And we all have that concept here that the market's going against us. That's the dragon of chaos, the unknown. And if you impose the order of the step system, you can take away the fear. And one of the simplest ways to take away the fear is to use the step system and reduce your position size. Because it's not that scary when you stick your toe into the water. You don't have to worry about the serpents lurking under the surface if you just stick your toe in the water. You can start small. Okay, so here's an example from the scouting report back in February 2nd of this year. We had a little Boeing on the scouting report, and I know some of you took this trade and killed it. It was a breakout above resistance. And I'm showing this trade in hindsight where we had the entry, that's the price criteria we put on the report, the stop loss criteria, the profit target 1 and profit target 2. And we slayed that dragon. I mean, there was some risk involved, of course. If you took advantage of that, you pulled the trigger, you calculated the risk, you position size properly, you made some money there. Okay, you slayed that dragon. We did it together. This is another example from the scouting report. This is an example from the scouting report on February 9th of this same year. And this is on FBHS, Fortune Brands Home Security. And you have a nice little bull pullback down here where you got your entry, you got your stop loss below support. And we had target 1 at 47.50 and target 2 at 50. And we clearly hit target 1. May hit target 2. Okay, we slayed that dragon together as well. We took a little risk and voila, we made some money. Okay, I know some of you remember that one. Now, if we can do it in a bull market, can we do it in a bear market? I know a lot of you guys know this. Absolutely, okay? For those of you who are new, we can make money on the downside too. Okay, we make money in a downtrend. Okay, lower low, lower high. Okay, lower low, lower high. We understand the price cycle in a downtrend, don't we? We understand the overbought and the oversold conditions we can see in price. We can see the patterns. We can see the trend. Okay, we can ride that dragon and make money on the downside. In fact, this last little part of the market up until the last, yesterday and today, we've made a ton of money on the downside. It's been a lot of fun. Yeah, fear is more powerful than greed, and make no mistake, bears are greedy animals. When they sense fear, they borrow shares and they sell them, and that market between panic and the feeding frenzy of the bears, it drops hard. We make some good money there. Okay. We can make money in the downtrend. You know the pattern. What do you do when it breaks support? You sell. You sell short. You buy puts. You take action. You make money. You trade the retracements, the balances off resistance. You break below support. You sell hard, Adam. You slay that dragon. You take your entry, your exit, your stop loss. You plan the entry criteria, the stop loss criteria, the targets, and make sure you got favorable reward to risk ratios with our help. And of course, position sizing. That's the key. Now, the same pattern we use to trade the bull market, we use to trade the bear market. Okay. We have the same core 1, 2, 3 pattern. And you can break down below support. What do you do when it breaks support? You sell short. Oh man, there's all kinds of challenges there. Okay. Sell support, sell short when it breaks support. What do you do at stage 2? Take a profit. Okay. What do you do at stage 3? You sell when you get confirmation, and you can, again, slay that dragon, make some money. All right, it comes down to having a good game plan. Now, this is an example from the scouting report back on December 15th of 2018. This was on Hewlett-Packard. You can see the low base breakdown, and we used a swing trader entry a tight trailing stop that lost there. And we set our target down at 13. We set target 2 down at 1250, 1240 or so. And voila, killed that breakdown. We had a handful of pretty good looking trades this week on the reports. In fact, in a moment, I'm going to go look at the reports with you, and we're going to see how we did this week. We had some good stuff out there. So there we are. We got a great breakdown. Again, we slayed that dragon together. We made some money. So by now you're getting the picture. Now I promised you would give you the 4 secrets of the STEP system. And the 4 secrets of that STEP system. Oh, I got a bear retracement here on MPC. I almost forgot. I had one more great trade to show you. This is on Marathon Petroleum, bear retracement trade. We got an entry, a stop, and a target. And again, we don't always have them pan out perfectly like this. Oftentimes we get stopped out or we don't get triggered, as you know. But the reward's always greater than the risk. And if you trade these strategies, high probability over time, how do you do? Well, you have high reward and low risk. The key is consistency. And that's where I think most traders struggle, is the failure to be consistent. It's not that they can't spot the pattern. It's not that they can't pull the trigger sometimes. It's that they fail to get the system, the consistency. It's the consistency. That's why the STEP system is so important, because it helps you impose that order on the chaos. And that's really going to help us, okay? That's not just you, Adam. That's why we're having this conversation. It's hard for all traders. It's a journey. And that's why it's so important that you have a full system, sword and shield. Okay. So here are the secrets. The key to protecting capital is knowing how to identify and place expert stop losses. Don't let bad stop loss techniques keep costing you money. Secret number 2, you'll never meet a broke trader that learns to take a profit. Mastering the art of profit targeting will help you ring the cash register. Secret number 3, you got to pull the trigger. How many of you have sat on the sidelines in the past and not made the money? You had the trade, you saw the opportunity, you were scared, you didn't pull the trigger, and you watched everybody run off to victory without you. Yeah, happens. Regret. We don't like regret. When you're left to your own devices, you sit on the sidelines, you don't make any money. You got to learn to pull the trigger. And then secret number 4, size matters. Position sizing is the one thing that separates the pros from the amateurs. The discipline and the consistency, and you got to get that dialed in. And again, that's one of the things the STEP system does for you. We really get it into practical application. Now, here are the rules. So everybody increase your focus right now, because these are the promises. This is the details I talked about. And this is not just a high-level overview. This is some of the secret sauce. It's not all the secret sauce. That's in the STEP system itself. But this is a lot of the secret sauce. This is the base ingredients. On those bullish trades, when you enter a trade, you want to use 10 to 25% of the daily ATR to trigger above your confirmation price. So when you pick that technical price, you want to use 10 to 25% of the ATR. 10% rule's awesome. Up to 25% rule if you want more confirmation. However, if confirmation doesn't happen right away, your entry must be reset according to the STEP system criteria. And you want to learn all the rest of the STEP system criteria. That's just one of the big, primary rule. For stop losses, okay, we want to use one of 3 techniques. And the first technique we'll use is 50% of the ATR, the average true range. And if you don't know what the ATR is yet, come join us. You'll get it. You'll figure it out. It's the average daily movement of the stock. You're going to put half of that statistic, half of that ATR below support. You're going to use 10% of the ATR for method 2 below the confirmation candle. And then for method 3, you're going to use 1.1 ATRs or more for a trailing stop below your entry. So those are some good stop rules and stop techniques for you. And you get more of them in the STEP system. Your targeting rules, previous levels of resistance, the pay range, the potential average yield, that's how much you can get paid. That's how much the stock statistically can run. The probable profit target, the standard deviation in price, one of the best targeting methods you can use. We can use extended trend resistance zones, things like Fibonacci forecasted ranges. And again, additional step system criteria for targeting. We got a lot more criteria than that, but those are some of the core foundation rules. And then position sizing. It's going to be entirely based off of your entry to exit price, and your position size should be no more than 1 to 2% of your account value. And the step system, again, helps you dial that in with consistency. 1% is a really good rule. I wonder where you learned that stuff, Ilka. It's like you're actually implementing what you're learning. And you told me earlier you were starting to turn the corner, right? You're actually hitting that, apotheosis where you are becoming a god of traders. You're not always perfect with this, but you're getting it more. Yeah, okay, you guys got your rules. Now, if you're a swing trader, winning a trade is one of the best feelings in the world. AV stands for account value. Thank you for asking. Okay, AV stands for account value. Now, if you're a day trader, a swing trader, or a position trader, or an investor, you're going to use different methods. One of the things that the STEP system does is it teaches you how to combine the methods. Okay, you are going to be a dragon slayer, Maria. You've got it. So if you're a position trader, you're going to combine your moderate and conservative techniques for entry and exit. If you're a swing trader, you can use techniques 2 and 3. STEP doesn't necessarily include hedging as is, but we're adding on little breakout sessions on the STEP system. So we'll be covering lots of topics in it. And then, Victor, do you think we're going to be doing some practical application together as a group? You know us pretty well. We bring the value. We over provide the value. We're going to be doing mastermind groups. So you bet we'll be talking about whatever you want to talk about in that mastermind group. Okay. And then for day trading, we're going to use day trading techniques. Okay. So we're going to combine the entry and exit techniques depending on what kind of trader you are. We're going to give you a strategy and technique for swing position day trading, and it's going to help you no matter what kind of trader you are. Now, we can trade the STEP system with stock and options. As you recall easily, we were talking about long stock being one of our trade strategies, long options, and even things like bull call debit spreads. So you can reduce the risk and have fixed risk and reward using the options. So whether you're trading stock or you're trading options, you're brand new to trading or you're a seasoned pro, the STEP system is going to benefit you greatly. Okay, here's the bearish rules. So again, increase your focus so you can get this. STEP rules, 10 to 25% of the daily ATR, that's the average true range, below your entry confirmation trigger price. So whatever your technical trigger price is, which we identify, and again, we identify those with you in the scouting reports. You want to use 10 to 25% of the ATR, maybe up to 50%, depending on how much confirmation you want. We have those rules in place, depending on what kind of trader you are, day, swing, position trader. But if the entry doesn't go, you need to reassess the entry and reassess the trigger price. And so you can always replan the trade according to the STEP system criteria. And by the way, how many of you, when you see a trade, it doesn't trigger right away, the chart pattern changes a little bit, go back and revisit the trade. Replan a good entry and exit because you know what to do, because you've been trained, right? Okay. Stop loss techniques. Okay, we're going to use 50% of the ATR above our resistance for our stop loss. That's the base rule. We'll use 10% of the ATR above the confirmation candle high, or a 1.1 ATR or more trail stop above our entry price. And we'll combine these different entry and exit techniques depending on whether you're a day trader, swing trader, or position trader. Targeting, we're going to use the same techniques for targeting, just on the bear side. We're going to use previous levels of support. We're going to use your potential average yield, because that's how we determine that reward, how much the stock can pay, P-A-Y, pretty clever. And again, we're going to look for those extended support zones. And again, there are additional STEP system criteria. You're noticing a pattern here, right? And position sizing. See, I told you were good at pattern recognition, Tana. We're going to position size according to our portfolio rules. And you're going to dial those in. You're going to follow the formulas and the systems in the STEP protocol. It's going to help you a lot. When it comes to making money in the bear market, we can combine and mix and match those strategies for entry, for day trading technique, for swing trading technique, and for position trading. You can use conservative entry and exit techniques for position trading, little bit more aggressive on your swing trading. And then to day traders, you just get down there intraday and you can apply all the same techniques on that intraday chart. And the step system works for day trading as well. It's highly effective. Now, you can do Heiken Ashi. Absolutely. If you use Heiken Ashi, great for you. If you use regular candles, great for you. Really what matters, Adam, is that you are consistent in your system, because you can always adjust your system. And that's one of the things. The step system is an archetypal system. It will help you no matter what you trade, because it's based off of the foundation of trading. Good technique. Okay, now, how many of you, by the way, when we trade the bear market, you can short sell, you can buy puts, we can do bear put debit spreads. We can trade those instruments and make money on the bear side. It's pretty solid there. Okay, now, when you go to buy and sell, if you've been trading for a while, you're probably feeling pretty confident with your order entry and exit techniques. How many of you are still struggling with which orders to use, when to use them, how to use them? Which order types, when to use them, how to use them? You need the step system, okay? You know what? I've been trading for 20 years. AV is account value, Augusto. Bracket orders, contingency orders. The step system helps you review your order types, helps you make sure you're getting the right order types, helps you know when to use them. See, when you open a bullish trade, typically you're going to buy to open the stock, or you're going to buy to open the option. And when you buy to open, you want the asset to rise in value so you can make money. Okay. And you want to automate that process, Dennis. That's absolutely true. If you buy to open, you're going to sell to close. Okay. So you buy to open, sell to close. This is buy low, sell high. Buy a call, make money when the price goes up, sell a call at a higher price. Buy a put, make money when the stock price goes down, the put price goes up, make money, sell the put. You also learn how to do the short selling, where you sell to open the trade by selling, and then you close the trade by buying, and you sell high and you buy low. And again, if you're new to the markets, which I know a lot of you are, I know we had a lot of people who are not members of Tackle yet sign up to take this webinar. And we are so excited to have you here. As you can tell, we got a lot of folks here who already are Tackle Trading members, dedicated to members, and we have a lot of fun. And we make it practical application. Okay. So we're going to learn to buy and sell with all the correct order types. All right. You guys got the big picture, right? We've been telling you this story in which you are the hero, you are the heroine, you are slaying the dragon. We're going to pull all these pieces together. And we're going to talk about the step system, where we put in the stop losses, the targets, the entry, and the position sizing. S.T.E.P. Clever acronym. We see the opportunity, the stock bouncing off of support after a breakout, buying confirmation. We're going to plan our entry and our exit. We're going to put in our entry, so we pull the trigger. Okay, we get the confirmation, we pull the trigger. We have our profit target. If you don't pull the trigger, you don't get the profit. You got to have the right profit targets. You need a stop loss, your shield to protect you. Okay. And then, of course, position sizing. Now, in this example, if you did 100 shares, you had to have a $200 risk and $1,000 reward. If you did 200 shares, you'd have $400 risk and $2,000 reward. You see, trading is entirely customizable to your account size, your account value. It doesn't matter how much money you have, by the way. It doesn't matter if you're new to trading, you're an experienced trader, you've been at it for a long time, you're just looking for better techniques and methods. The step system's for you. And so, are you guys ready to go live? You guys ready to go slay a dragon together? Oh, yeah. Okay, let's go live. All right, now the first thing I want to do here is I want to bring up Tackle Trading. I'm bringing up the Tackle website. You guys see that? Okay, we're spot on. I am going to go over here to the reports. We're going to go to the options report this week. And we're just going to look at some of the candidates. By the way, I know a lot of you already got your options report this week. And for those of you who haven't gained access to it yet, I think you're going to be intrigued here. Here's the options report from June 1st. We put these out every week. Okay. And I know a lot of you, again, are already familiar with these candidates, and some have gone good and some have gone not as awesome. They haven't triggered or they got stopped out. You got an awesome write-up, a little training video to help you with it. Again, we got the bull watch list for you with triggers and stop losses, criteria. And just come down here and look at the list, okay? So I'm going to run through the list. AEP, this report came out on Monday. How did you guys do? Came out actually on Saturday, available for you on Sunday, ready to trade on Monday. It had a trigger. Come in and look at it. Trigger above 86.51, stop below 85, target. Beautiful. It was a win. Hope you made a lot of money, Dennis. I hope you made a lot of money. CB, how'd you do? You crushed it. CCEP, Coca-Cola Europe. Hey guys, you made money on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. I think this one's ready to trade again on a breakout. You guys do you guys think this is a good candidate for a breakout right here? I think so. This might be the stock I plan to trade on. I was thinking about giving you a new candidate to look at just because of all the storytelling and the dragons. It made me think of Disney because all the archetypal stories Disney tells us that we love them so much. Disney's got a breakout pattern as well. ETR, how did we do here? Crushed it. Ice baby, out of the park. Adam took the words right out of my mouth. PAYC, wah, wah. If you did get triggered in early, you might have got stopped out. It's still back up, but that whipsaw on volatility might have got you stopped out. PayX. If you did get triggered, you also probably got stopped out. But you had small risk in exchange for large reward. Okay. TRV broke out, already running, breaking out today. Again, pretty good report, right? VEEV, boom, and WM. Pretty solid, okay? We got our bear list down here, some bear candidates. And the market's been a little bit more bullish this week, so some of these trades didn't trigger at all. Some of them did trigger and get stopped out. Nailed Facebook. Anybody here make a pretty penny on Facebook? Nice. Nice. I assure you, we didn't know that there was going to be an FTC inquiry into Facebook. We didn't know that, but it had the right pattern, right place, right time. Preparation meets opportunity. You guys get the picture, right? Awesome report. Okay. So I am kind of fond of this Coca-Cola Europe chart because it's already made us some money on the pullback. What do we do when it breaks resistance, guys? What do we do when it breaks resistance? We buy. Okay, we buy here. Now, we need to trigger above resistance. We're going to use our rule, 10 to 25% of the ATR above our trigger high. Okay, we're going to put a stop loss. And if you're a position trader, you might put your stop clear down here below support. Okay. If you're a day trader, you might enter it intraday. If you're a swing trader, you're probably going to put a stop. I would probably go below yesterday's low. Give it a little room to breathe. Use the ATR. We'll use 10 to 50% of the ATR somewhere in there, following our step system rules. Okay. Now, check this out. If we put in an entry here, and I'm just using a little tool here from the scouting report, and I'm going to zoom in so you can see this. Okay. We'll put our trigger right there. 57.20 looks good, right above resistance. We'll come and refine that. We'll put our stop right below yesterday's candle low. And I think based off of the pay range, pay ratio, I think the original target was 58, but with the breakout, we can extend that target to 60 because this stock has a history of running 3-4 points. If we get a breakout from 57, 3-4 points can get to 60, can't it? Okay, so we set that target just under 60. So we got a 2.79 to 1 reward to risk ratio. You see it right here inside the scouting report. You just plop that reward to risk ratio right there. Did you guys know you had that tool? I know some of you didn't know that. Just plop that little tool in there. Bam. Value. I'm telling you guys, value here. Okay. Should we go place that trade? All right. Now we can do it bearish. We can do it bullish. I like this candidate. This is a decent candidate. So again, I'm going to go crack open the old Thinkorswim platform here. I got the chart of S.T.E.P all ready to go. I might have known I was picking that before I started tonight because I did look at the report. We can do it with options, Andre. You guys like to do this with stock, or do you want to do it with options? Options. Not a stock taker of the bunch? The options may or may not be liquid enough. I think we could do both. Let's start out with the stock trade, and then I'll come out and put in an options trade. Go basics first. Because you guys, we got newbies here. We got a lot of folks who've not placed a trade before. So we're going to start basic. What's a stock? Well, you see, Robert, a stock is a piece of ownership of a company where, you know, you can buy a share and you have a small piece of ownership. All right. Okay. Perfect. All right. So we're going to go. Hey, we've got a lot of newbies here. I mean, we had a lot of newbies. A third of you are probably not familiar with who tackle trading is yet. So let's go place the trade. I'm going to go to my trade tab here, and I'm going to go right click here, and I'm going to create a little template. I'm going to use buy custom with an OCO bracket. Now, I am doing this in a virtual account, by the way, just to be absolutely on the level with you. I'm doing this in a simulated account. I like this trade setup. I may plan this in a live account here later tonight. But we're going to go ahead and we're going to use a stop limit to get in. That's a triggering technique to get into the trade. We're going to use a profit target using a limit order out at 60. I already know my target. We've got and I got to go pick my stop market price. I'm going to make them all good till canceled here. All right, now let's go look at the chart and come up with our entry price and our exit price. But really make sure we refine that. So I'm going to put my trigger above that high, 57.14. Now, Ilka, yes, we are recording. Absolutely, we're recording. Ilka, you use 10% of the ATR, right? Okay. The ATR is 91 cents. So 10% of that's 9 cents, right? And if the high I'm going to trigger above is 57.14, where do I want to put that buy stop? 57.23. The only reason I asked you guys to tell me that is so I didn't have to do the math. Thank you for giving me the number. Much appreciated. So I'm going to go ahead and put in 57.23. Okay. I'm going to raise the limit another 9 cents up to 53.32. 57, let's see if I got that right. 57, we got it. 57.23, 57.32. That's a stop and a limit. We'll only buy if it goes above the candle high, above 57.23. We don't want to spend more than 57.32. We got our target out at $60 even. You know, I might put it at, just out of good habit, I'm going to put it at 59.90 to improve the odds of it getting hit. Would it be better to buy an option, James? Maybe. Stock's easy to control in and out. Now I'm going to put that stop loss. And I could use the signal candle here. I could use this candle low. I could use the previous candle low. I'm more of a swing trader than a day trader. Now, I know some of the day traders in this group, we're going to probably go intraday and use a tighter stop than this. Some of the position traders in this group would put the stop clear down here under support and just give it plenty of room to breathe and lay off. Okay. I think I'll put it here below this previous candle low, and it'll also put it down below Mark's girlfriend, the 9-period moving average. Okay. 55.98, 6 gives me a number of 55.98. I am assuming that you've used a little math there, 6, because I know you're hanging out with us on a regular basis. and you're in the trader's lounges getting all that value. He's all numbers all the time. 6 literally is a man of numbers. Okay. So what was the number? Hold on. Stop typing. I got to see his number again. 55.98. I love it. Thank you. Okay. 55.98 for my stop loss. That follows the step system rules. Now, if I use 100 shares, what's my risk? And is my position size appropriate? Well, let's see. The most will spend 57.32. If we get stopped out at 55.98, what's the risk? I am literally going to wait here until you do the math, because I'm not going to do the math. 6, give me the numbers, $1.34. All right, I knew one of you guys would get that. I hope you're all actually double checking that answer. You're not just following the first guy's answer. Okay, $1.34 risk, so $134 risk. Now, if I'm more risk averse, perhaps I'll use half the number of shares. I could get that risk, and instead of having $134 risk, I could make it half of that. Okay, I'm okay with $134. That's not a problem for me at all. So that's an easy risk to take. It's just a little bit of money. I'm going to go ahead and send that in. Cost of the trade, great question. It's $57.32, and I'm in a margin account. So I don't need to have $5,732 because I'm buying 100 shares. We only have to have half of that. You have to have $28.95. And if we get a $300 gain, what's our ROI on capital used? I'm not a math whiz. I might be. That's over 10%, isn't it? How long do you think that trade will take to get to that target based off of our chart? A couple days, maybe a week. May not get to the target. We don't know the outcome. Remember, the dragon of chaos. Do we know the outcome? No. Do we know the trend? Do we know the odds? Do we know the probabilities? Yes. Do we know the outcome? No. So we are imposing order on the chaos with the step system. We send that in. We got a trigger, a stop, and a target. And I feel really, really good about that trade. See, I don't know the outcome either. But when you're right more often than you're wrong, and your income trades, your profit trades are bigger than your expense trades, because you treat this like a business with the system, you can take small risk. So you can do small position sizes, little tiny baby dragon slayer. You can be a baby dragon slayer all day long, every day. Doesn't matter if you have a lot of money. You can start out with a little bit of money. Okay. Should we look at the same trade with options? Now, the options may or may not be suitable. And the other thing you learn in the step system is which options to use. Now, I'm going to use these August options, so that gives us enough time, more than enough time. I typically want to buy an in-the-money option. Let's look at the Greeks here. And I'm going to buy this $55 strike, and it's going to cost me, we got a little bit of a spread here. And I'm going to use one of the simple techniques that we use. I'm going to offer them I'm going to actually use a contingency order here. And I'm going to use a contingency to make sure it goes above my trigger price. Now, remind me the trigger price. It was $57.23. Is that right? $57.23. So we're going to go buy when the difference between the bid and the ask goes at or above $57.23. Okay. So this is what you get, again, these kinds of directions in the system, 57.23. 57.23. Okay, then I'm going to go ahead and have it do we'll do a little link to the mark. We're going to link it to the mark, which is the difference between the bid-ask spread. And then I'm going to offer them, because the spread was 30 cents, I'm going to offer them a 15-cent offset. I'm pumped too, Adam. This is exciting stuff. So I'm going to offer them no more than 50 cents more than the option price when it hits that mark. And I'm going to make that good till canceled. Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and save that order for getting in. Now I'm going to go create an opposite order. Oh, whoops, I forgot to, let me do that one more time, create opposite order. I forgot to do something here, guys. I forgot to hit first trigger sequential order and go create my stop loss. I'm going to go create an opposite order. Okay, I'm going to leave the target off this one. And you can use whatever you want on those. That's fine. Because I had a 30-cent spread, Ilka, that's where the experience of hanging out with your coaches might help. Sometimes if you have a wider spread, you need a wider limit. So you might want to widen that if you got wider. Yeah, you can use OCO, absolutely. Come hang out with us in the mastermind group when we do this. You'll get all the details. You won't have any more questions. You'll become trading gods that can slay dragons on command. I'm going to change that conditioning criteria. OCO stands for one cancels other. And so what that means is that the stop loss doesn't exist until I actually buy it, Laurie. I got to buy it. Got to buy, take action to own the asset to make the money. Once you own it, you control the risk with the stop loss. And our stop loss was down at, what was the number again? 55, remind me, 98? Was that right? 55.98. 6 is the man. Okay. And I will link that to the mark. I'm going to make this one a market. I'm not going to limit my exit. If it hits that trigger, it's going to dump it at market. I'm not going to limit my exit. Thank you. We'll go for less than or equal to. You got to catch that every time. Always review your order ticket. I'm going to go ahead and hit save. And we're good to go. Okay. We got a contingency order. I'm going to place both these trades because, hey, might as well. Send that order in and we're good to go. Okay. That's okay if you can't keep up, because when you go through the step system, Claudia, you get to go through at your own pace. Pause, rewind, stop, and you get to where you keep up. I went a little fast tonight, and that's okay. I could use a target, or I could leave that option until August. What if this stock went into a position where it ran up, came down, ran up, and by August it was out here at 70? Is that possible? Yeah, it would take some time, but I got till August on that option. You want to see what you could potentially make if you did? Okay. If you caught that and it ran out to 70, your original 320 some odd, 350 some odd dollar purchase would be worth $1,186. That's a pretty good ROI. I don't know. What's that, like 400%? Something like that. I don't know. Pretty good. 300% at least. You guys crushed it. Okay, guys. Have we had fun tonight so far? I only worry about time decay if I'm not winning. See, we have our positive trades. You guys ready to slay some dragons? A lot of information. Okay. Okay, guys, we got an incredible offer for you here, and it's going to blow your minds. I mean, blow your minds. You guys, you are the hero. You are the heroine in your own story. Are you authoring and writing the story of your future? You see, your future only comes easier for you if you make the sacrifices today. This is called the law of sacrifice. You can only control today. Because every time I wake up, it's today. Like every time I go to bed tonight, I think it's tomorrow, but I wake up, it's today. It's like Groundhog's Day. The future never comes. Only what we sacrifice today prepares us for the future. And that's what separates us as human beings from the rest of the animal kingdom. Sacrifice. Personal sacrifice. Okay? You're on the hero's journey. James, I'm too old to work a job. I'm too old to work a job. My daughter's 17. She's too old to work a job. Okay? Doesn't matter if you're old or young. This is for you. Okay? I'm already teaching my 2.5-year-old how to read charts. You guys, we got an awesome offer for you on the STEP system. Here's everything you get with it. You get the STEP system training modules. Now, Matt, are you here? I know you're here, Matt. I want you to come in with me, and I want you to talk a little about these training modules. Matt's quickly looking for his unmute button, or he's not. He has no mic. Okay, so Matt's not here. Well, I will tell you what Matt would say, because I know Matt real well. Matt has recorded, I have no idea how many hours this is total. What do we got? Probably 8 to 10 hours worth of training, 9 hours plus on training. Okay. Pause, rewind, fast forward, take notes. You get the STEP system guide, written rules, details, all the details. You get all the secret sauce. See, this is the one business in the industry where we can give the secret sauce. We can give you the 11 herbs and spices without ruining the business. See, I can tell you about my best trades. I can share my trades with you in real time before I take them because I don't have to worry about it creating problems. Having the rules written down is awesome. The monthly mastermind groups. You guys want to come hang out with one of us every month to get practical application of the concepts and theory in the training? Okay. Trading journal. You get your trading journals. Now, I know a lot of you already have your trading journals, but if you don't have one yet, you get the journals to track your progress. And we put together a special playbook, consolidating it into a Cliff Notes version of the training. So you've got the whole playbook, the strategies, the rules, so you can quick reference those. So this is everything you get with the STEP system. Now you're probably asking yourselves at this point in time, what's the offer? How much is it going to cost? And I'll tell you what, we talked long and hard about it. We thought $995 was a good price. Very fair. Lots of value. But Matt was like, no, we're not going to use that price. So we argued a little bit and we talked a little bit about what would be a better value. And so we brought the price down to $595. And that's a tremendous value. That's a bargain at twice the price. But once again, Matt said no. So what's the offer? Free. I can't believe we're doing this, guys. I cannot believe we're giving you this system for free. You got to be a member of Team Tackle. Because you don't get the scouting reports. You don't get the sword if you don't. You can't. The shield's worthless without the sword. You need both. We're giving it away. I love you guys too. Okay. Now, if you're not a member of Team Tackle yet, that means you need to be. And not only do you get the STEP system, you get all the other trainings and offers too. Okay. You can't be a dragon slayer if you're crying, Dennis. You can't. I'm feeling grateful and choked up too because this is kind of exciting. Okay. There's no crying in baseball. Come on. There's no crying in dragon slaying. All right. Team Tackle. If you're not a pro member yet, you need to be. Now remember, when you're a pro member, you get your weekly scouting reports. Okay. You guys know how awesome the scouting reports are. If you don't, just listen to our team here. You can see their chat. You can see what they're saying. Killer scouting reports. Okay. You get your supporting cast. You get your coaches, your community, your content, your collaboration, your culture. You get Matt, Tim, Gino, Noah, Mark. You get all of our coaches, Coach Emily, you get Slawick, you get Tyler, you get all of us. Okay. Mark's one of, I didn't have enough room in the picture for Mark. So like us, follow us by all means. If you're not following us on Twitter and on Facebook and on Instagram, you're missing out. We got killer content out there too. But we got all the other things you get. Now those mastermind groups are a huge value. That's just a bonus. Okay. And this is a picture of old Merlin of the Arthur legend. You want to hang out with the market wizards. You want to hang out with the wizards of, that know the system in and out. Okay. You need that further light and knowledge. Mark can be Merlin all he wants. I am Arthur. Okay. Come join us for the mastermind groups. Now, if you're not a tackle trading member yet, you need to be. And you know this, tremendous value. The pro subscription offer, you get all the rookie and varsity content, all the blogs, all the scouting report, stock report, options report, commodities report, Forex report. You get to go to the Traders Lounge. Every day we're hanging out in the Traders Lounge, pro members only, talking shop, talking strategy, placing trades. How many of you guys love the Traders Lounge? Shout out for the Traders Lounge. Members only. Okay. Coaches Show, Cash Flow Club, Mind of a Trader, the Tackle 100 series trainings, Technical Analysis 101, Options 101, Futures 101, System Development 101, and now the number 9 on the list here, STEP System and the Mastermind Group. You got to be a pro member. So come join us. Here are the links. Now I need somebody to keep posting these links in the chat because we are having a standard offer. Monthly pro subscription, $97 a month. Okay. Annual subscription, $997. Saves you 16%. Get you a little bit of time for free. If you're not an annual member yet, go be an annual member. Save yourself a couple bucks. Get all the great content and hang out with us all year. Be amazed where you're at by the end of the year. If you're not a member yet, you will be. Okay. So again, use these links. bit.ly/join tackle. That'll get you your monthly pro subscription, $97 a month. Your annual subscription, $997. bit.ly join tackle annual. Okay. You guys are there. I saw Mark popping in there for a moment. We are recording this, and you must share this with family and friends. And we will be doing this again soon. So catch the recording. For those of you who didn't get to attend live, we sold out. We busted the Zoom room. Okay. And you can be in and active and get this week's scouting report. This recording will be going live. We're going to put this out there for everybody. Okay. So it's been awesome. I've had a ton of fun tonight. I hope you guys are as ready and pumped up as I am to go slay yourself some dragons. Get the gold. Get the goal. Save the prince. Save the princess. Save your future. Special thanks to Christian Sisson for all of his hard work on helping put together this PowerPoint. And of course, special thanks to all the coaches at Tackle Trading and members for making this great.
Hey, Noah, can you hear me, bud?
Can I hear you? Yes, I can.
Well, my mic, I had to switch mics. Looks like Justice Brothers have all kinds of problems with mics. I'm going to put 3 links in the chat.
Okay.
3 links in the chat, and absolutely fantastic job. Absolutely fantastic job. And of course, my computer is freezing. There we go. Why am I having such difficulty here? Noah, could you grab those links in the marketing channel in our Zoom? I'm having technical problems on this end.
I might be able to, yeah.
Yeah, put those in chat. 3 links. One of them takes you to the STEP system to get you started. One of them takes you to the annual membership offer that we're having on special in conjunction. And one of them takes you to the regular pro offer. So 3 links. One to the STEP scouting report system. So if you want to get started, on STEP system tonight, go to there. The next two links are if you want the annual special offer we're offering or the regular pro membership offer. Now, if at any point you forget, have any questions, anything, you can email me at Team at Tackle Trading, and I'll send you these links. You have any questions about the step system? If you got any questions about the step system, email us at Team at Tackle Trading. So if you need those links, if you need a link on how to find the step system, if you want to know when mastermind groups are, if you want a link to the annual subscription special that we're offering, Team at Tackle Trading, we're here for you. Noah, great job tonight.
I had a lot of fun with this. I think I like the storytelling stuff and dragon slaying. I think it's a lot of fun.
You were enjoying it, weren't you?
You know, I've been thinking long and hard about this, Mark. It's true. If you are going to be a successful trader, you need to learn to slay those dragons. It's not just the market chaos. It's the internal demons too. And it's true. We tell ourselves these stories because there's a principle to be learned from it. And we've got the annual plan. I got the screen popped up here. Again, discounted from $1,164 down to $997 a year. And again, you can click on that link. Let's get that annual link in there.
Now, Noah, what does it say about me that I couldn't see the second snake?
You couldn't see the snake? That means you're dead.
I saw the first snake and I saw the third snake. I couldn't see the second snake. I was looking for the snake and all that green. Is like, I don't see it.
Well, it also might mean you're middle-aged and have eyes that are like mine.
Well, I do, actually. And, of course, I'm too stubborn.
And it was the lower resolution image. But, man, I had fun with that. So, again, I'm telling you guys, it's all primal instinct.
Yeah, and I don't know how long we're going to have the annual offer available at the discounted rate. Haven't decided that, but it will come down at some point in the coming weeks. So we want you part of our community. You know
what? We already have people taking the course. They are logged in and they're already taking it. Which reminds me, by the way, we're releasing one module a week for the next 6 weeks. So we've kind of metered out the release on this. And so you get the first, you get this, you get the first section, you get all the modules, and next week we're going to release the second section, and so on and so forth. Okay. And again, you get unlimited access to it. You can go over it as many times as you want. You get all the video training. Matt did an amazing job, by the way. I've been through it, and it's awesome. It is trading system in a can.
No, and we're going to support this with mastermind groups and supplemental material. And I mean, the STEP system is not like a lot of the other courses we've previously had. It's not a lot of the premium systems. And yes, you can thank Tim and Matt and Noah and Gino for making it free, because I sure as hell would have charged you for it. So, yeah, give them a big, Matt and Tim and Noah, give them a big, yeah, it's free. So, because I'd have charged you. You're too much value there. Because it's not just a static system. It is not just a static course. It is a course that will be continually added to with mastermind groups and additional supplement material. It is going to be a living, breathing premium system that, of course, ties into the scouting reports every week. So this premium system, which is free, doesn't make it not premium though, is absolutely something that you're going to want to digest, learn, understand. It's going to make you a better trader. Simple that. And obviously, that's not a sales pitch because it's freaking free. So
as we release the STEP system one module at a time, each and every week, we're doing this to, again, build engagement, to sell it over time so people get excited, more and more excited about it as they go through it. They tell their friends, they tell their family. And we're going to be doing coaches shows where we are going to cover what we go through in some of the segments, and we're going to be applying it in the coaches shows. And then we'll be prepping up for the mastermind group, which we'll be hosting once a month. And of course, we'll be putting those dates on the schedule, which we'll record those, by the way. So if you're unable to attend the mastermind group, maybe you work at night or whatever, and you're trying to work out of that job by trading, we'll be recording those for you. So we got, again, very thorough training. Again, very detail oriented, rule systems, keep you safe. That whole, the step system, the sword and the shield. I love this analogy because when you're going to enter battle in the market, you need to go in well armed, and you need to go in well prepared, and you need to go in with your team, the fellowship of the trading ring, if you will. I'm the Hobbit, I suppose. I'm the Dragon Slayer.
No, and a big shout out to Christian Sisson, our European socialist that works for us at Tackle Trading. Just absolutely created a beautiful presentation. Absolutely created a beautiful presentation. And this, if you're a pro member, how many people out there thinks this is the last thing we're going to create for you for free? I mean, how many think that this is the last thing we're going to create for free, or do you think there's something around the corner that we're continually, trying to build value for our pro members, trying to give you as much bang for your buck as humanly possible? So
more to come.
But hey, questions. Once again, if you have any questions about anything, Team at Tackle Trading, here to support you. Matt, Tim, from me, like I do a lot of the operational oil in the gear stuff, but hey, Noah, Tim, Christian, Matt, I know how much work you guys put into this. I know how much work you get put in this. Gino, I know how much work you're going to put in teaching many of those classes. Gino's new nickname amongst us is the Talent.
He is the talent.
The talent. Sure. So, great job.
I heard that. You just woke the sleeping dragon.
That's what the talent does. The talent comes out, at the end to say, hey, I'm here.
Our nicknames need to improve.
I'm just like any average American, guys, okay? I get up every day, put my pants on every day like you do. Well, Mark doesn't. But, there's nothing different about me. Just the average Joe coming in and trading, right? But I'll tell you what, guys. We've been killing it. We've been killing it on the halftime report. And with you guys armed with this knowledge of this system, will put you so far ahead of the game, and everybody's going to advance. You're going to love the reports more. You're going to use them more. We're all going to go up to another level. It's going to be fun.
Christian just floated us a stat. Lots of people are leaving the webinar because already a huge percentage of the attendees have already started the course. We're not even done with our yucking, and we got this huge percentage of people already actively starting the course, getting right at it, diving into that presentation.
They want to finish it before the market opens.
Listen, I love that mentality. I love that go-get-'em mentality. I hope that's the type of mentality the Toronto Raptors show tonight in their game. Win right now. And so for our Canadian students that weren't able to attend because they want to watch the game and get all prepared, I hope that was a victory for you when you watch this on replay.
Well, I saw one of our Canadian students say that they were grateful that we posted it for free because the Canadian dollar is not as strong as the U.S. dollar. And you can learn to trade currency. You can swap your Canadian dollars for a more valuable currency. Woo! There you go. We're killing it here. This is fun. I've had a lot of fun tonight. I really appreciate all the supporting cast. We couldn't have done this without just, again, all the blood, sweat, and tears, the time and effort that really go into slaying dragons. Putting this system together was in and of itself slaying a dragon. And again, we're happy to put this out there and to give you all of the rules, all of the steps, all of the processes, because it really comes down to that application. I mean, Matt and I were having a conversation. Now, we could probably post these rules out on the interweb for free, and people wouldn't take them and go make money because they wouldn't have the application, the discipline, the mindset, the community.
You know what? One of our greatest fears, Noah, when we were having our internal discussions to share with everyone, is that if you give it away for free, they won't associate value with it. Like there was this discussion we had that we have to charge for it so that they understand how valuable it is. And I assure you, this is a premium product. This is a premium product that goodness knows what you would pay for, that we are just putting as part of our pro membership. So do not
Well, I'm just going to
mistake.
throw this out there. If you've got friends who you'd like to bring into this fold, into the fellowship, the S.T.E.P system is a great place to start, even if they've never traded before. And the offer is open, obviously, to everybody. And we would love to have you, because here's the problem you might have in your own personal life. How many of your friends trade? How many of your friends invest? How many people outside of tackle are you talking to on a daily basis that trade?
All right, seriously.
It makes a great gift, by the way. Kids might need to learn how to trade too. If you got a kid living in your basement, you need him to move out, get him trading. Okay, that could be helpful for you.
You know, I saw, Noah, that there is among millennials no longer a stigma. You're no longer stigmatized if you live with your parents up till the age of 28.
There's no stigma up till 28?
That is. I read an article on Wall Street Journal the other day. So up till 28. I said 28, not 58, Gino. 28, not 58.
Well, that's a stigma that's just going to have to change, you know, because it doesn't matter how old you are. I mean, you know, kids can do this. I mean, it's, you know, there are obviously some rules and legalities about minors trading. You have to have custodial accounts and whatnot. But you know who's really good at learning how to trade? Youngins.
Yeah.
Kids, because they don't have a preconceived notion and they can follow rules. They can follow instructions.
And Noah, just what you were saying, though, is so true. Tackle trading is growing and is thriving for one reason. Now, Graham, there's lots of little reasons, but I know what the primary reason is. I talk to people every day. It's because of the community aspect. We have systems, just released a premium one for free. We have scouting reports. We have shows. But why we're growing is our community, is that we talk, we communicate, we grow, we profit, we win, we sometimes lose, and we do it together. And that sense of community, even for an introvert such as myself, it makes the world of difference in trading. Having people to talk with, even after you acquire the knowledge, is helpful. Trading is a lonely world. Tackle trading removes that loneliness. That's simple.
Well, it's that ability to reach out to get help. The clubhouse, by the way, I mean, the clubhouse is a great resource. People are posting trades in there. They're sharing, they're crowdsourcing, helping each other. That's one of my favorite things, is just the community. You know, we're having a lot of fun with it. We make it fun. By the way, do we make it fun? Have we made it? Was it interesting tonight? Did we make you laugh? Did you feel something? Yeah, absolutely. We're doing that every day. We're doing it every day. And again, we got folks from all around the world here. We got folks from, you know, I got a whole crew of Mexico City people here. We got European, we got people from all over. We usually have people from Asia, and, you know, you name it, we got them. So Colombia, I love it.
No,
fantastic. Tell your friends, share the post, put it out there. I'm telling you, storytelling is where you learn. How many of you learned something from the analogies tonight? How many of you found those stories?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. That's why we tell ourselves these stories, because we learn from them. It resonates. I'm not going to give Jordan Peterson credit or not. Yes, I will give Jordan Peterson credit. I'm a huge fan. Snakes, absolutely. It's true. So, and you know, I pulled this presentation together from a few people I follow because I'm huge into psychology. Trading is all about psychology. It's all about the methods, the mindset, the money management. Kramer said to skip this show because he's got to have his fans. It's all good stuff. It's true. It's all good. We have fun. We have a ton of fun. Sharpen the sword. That's the thing about hanging out with the community. It keeps you sharp.
All right.
All right. This is good stuff.
Well,
any questions? We got half the folks still hanging out here. Go home. It's over.
You want to throw out those links one more time before we close off? Let's throw
Trading in the
those.
Zone is one of the better books on psychology. There's all kinds of psychology books. But I'll tell you what's the best thing for psychology is hanging out with other traders. Because you catch yourself. I mean, one, we learn from each other's mistakes. When I make a mistake in trading, I'm going to tell you guys about it. I make mistakes in trading. Okay. I've been doing this for a long time. And if you think that you just somehow one day wake up and you become a total master of the markets, no. See, the best thing I get out of this community is all of the value you bring to me. See, we have a symbiotic relationship. I help share knowledge with you. Matt shares knowledge with you. Tim, Gino, Mark. I mean, all of our coaches, we share knowledge with you. But we get so much in return. We get to share ideas, share trading ideas. We get to help each other out. And we get to build this community. And again, your success really is our success. We are a family. And, you know, hashtag team tackle, hashtag halftime crew. I mean, you know, get it out there. I can't wait to post these.
You know what's funny, Noah? The first time, long before I joined the tackle trading community, when I was off doing my own thing, I heard Matt or Tim, one of my brothers, say something about, you know, we're a family of tackle trading. And the cynic in me was like, bullshit. I don't believe that. I want to go back in time and kick that mark, that version of myself a few years ago, because it is like family. I mean, it's support. It's encouragement. It's being there to help, you know. And that cynic in me has been replaced with, well, a community member, you know, a community member. So.
Well, it is. And it's good when, you know, it's one of those things like my little boy, you know, falls down and skins his knee. He just needs to come get a hug and a kiss, and he runs off and he feels better. A lot of times in trading, when you fall down, skin your knee, you get a hard stop, what have you. You take a bigger draw than you were expected. It's good to have the encouragement, because you get down that path to on your journey to becoming a trading hero and a dragon slayer. There's trials and struggles along the way, and sometimes it is rough, but it's that, again, community and family and stick-to-itiveness and persistence and just using the system, applying the rules, and keep working on yourself. See, it's a refining process. It's the refiner's fire that purifies the gold. And, you know, it's these analogies are so important to learn. These lessons are so important to learn, because once you master them, you know, you can get the gold, you can reach the goals. So if you haven't signed up yet, call to action, get in there. Let's get those links posted one last time. Get everybody over there, get the annual subscription. Save yourself some money. If you're not an annual subscriber, do it. Save yourself a couple bucks. I guarantee you we're going to be providing you great content. And there's no fear or concerns. Absolutely. I love all the testimonials we're getting from our members. That is social proof for you right there. We are a family. We've been at this for a while now, and you keep coming back for more.
Marty, I would start with the STEP system. Matt walks you through the basic introductory concepts. If you have questions, so let's say you're Marty, brand new to trading. Marty asked the question, where would you start? I'm new. Should I start with STEP system? Should I start with some of the other courses you guys have that are part of the pro? Start with the STEP system. And Marty, what you can do, and anybody else that's new out there, a new trader, if you have questions on concepts as they come up, email me at Team at Tackle Trading, or go to the clubhouse and ask that question. It's okay to have questions. Whenever we learn anything new, we're going to have questions. 7 Steps to Guide to Retainers, a 7-step guide for traders is a good broad overview that you absolutely should read at the very start. But as you're going through it and you're like, I don't quite understand this concept, email us, go to the clubhouse, attend a trader's lounge. Do not let that question go unanswered. We have lots of support mechanisms to help you out. But, having went through the entire STEP system, all the modules, Matt will walk you through some of those beginning concepts as he builds up to some of the more advanced concepts later on in the STEP system. And as Matt mentions in chat, check out Technical Analysis 101.
Yep, Tech 101, Options 101. Learn the basics, then you get your STEP system. get the application, be a part of the coaches shows, the mastermind groups, the cash flow clubs. It's an immersion program, guys. You just dive in. You don't have any fear. You don't, just dive in and start swimming. The entire, system is designed to help support you. And again, it's an immersion process. You learn through doing. You just get in there and you won't understand everything at first. And that's okay. If we were talking about stuff tonight that you didn't understand, that's okay, because you learn it. And it's like learning a new language. You got to get in there. You got to live in the language, live in the culture so you can speak it. And you got to, speak it, and you learn to speak it well. It's a really important part of the process. You learn to speak money. You learn to speak trading. You learn to speak transaction. You learn to speak risk, reward, all of the different things. You get options, lots of choices, different ways to leverage yourself, make money, protect your assets, and again, plan and save for that future.
Well, Noah, I think that's, I'm hungry. Are you hungry?
I'm hungry too, and I'm going to let everybody in on one last secret here. I trade from home, and I am not necessarily wearing pants. Oh, wait, good for you. It cuts off right here. So I'm wearing, shorts, chilling at home. I threw on a shirt just for you guys, so I look like a professional because we have fun here at Tackle Trading. So thanks, guys. I am here on out the Dragon Slayer.
The Dragon Slayer, the talent.
Yes, we will make this available, the recording to watch. You guys will be able to catch that.
Yep. It will be posted. Last night, a link will go out either tonight or tomorrow with the recording. It would be posted on the website. Once again, Noah, great job. Matt, great job working. Tim, great job. Everyone, I'm proud of y'all. I'm proud of y'all. Except maybe the giving it away for free part. Don't know how I feel about that.
That's the only problem I have with all this, but it's a good value because, again, our community is about to explode.
Well, I'm going to go buy some ticker symbol MCD. That is what I'm going to go do. Ticker symbol MCD is getting my business tonight, as they oftentimes do.
They have the McRib right now.
They do not.
You should always. There's a correlation.
But they got 2 for $5 on Big Macs.
2 for $5 on Big Macs. Long McDonald's. It's got a breakout pattern.
They keep coming. They get me to come back time and time again.
Yep. So, absolutely. Okay. We'll see you guys.
Have a good night, everyone.